Hey there, YouTubers. Right, so quick BIOS overview of the Asus Prime Z690p Wi-Fi D4. You can see my BIOS version up here in the upper left, so some general information. i9-12900 in here, how much memory we have, what the speed is. This doesn't support 4133, it appears. There's the base speed of my RAM. You can see 2 sticks of 8 gig. This is where you would enable XMP on this motherboard. Here is the speed of the CPU fan. This is a Noctua NH-U12S, I believe. And here we have the Q fan control, in case you want to adjust things in here, or even you could change the speed if you wanted to, just easily by clicking on that. You may be able to hear the fan got a lot louder. I don't know if this is going to pick that up, but obviously increased the speed and I turned it back off. So, storage devices, you can see that we have 2 on here. One is a M.2, the other is a SATA. Over to the right, we have our boot priority. Only one of these has an operating system on it. Let's see, some other general information. CPU temp, core voltage, motherboard temperature. So I failed to mention this, but when you first go in the very first time, it will go into easy mode. If you last save in advanced mode, it may pop up to that. So let's go ahead and click on advanced mode. So this is a Z690. I do not have a overclockable chip in here, so some of the features may not be visible. And most likely they're not all going to be visible. Once again, the BIOS version. I will have a BIOS update video for this. I do have the Z690p D5. That one actually has a i5-12600K in it. That one has a different BIOS than this one because that one actually allows you to do some base clock frequency adjustment. Alright, so we see here i9, memory, so basically general information. Under here you also have a my favorites, which you can add to. Let's go to AI Tweaker. So XMP1, this is where you'd go if you want to change to XMP2. This is just the block frequency ratio, not the one that allows you to set the base speed to, from 100 megahertz to 102. Like I said, the D5 version has that. Even though good luck fine-tuning it to get it to actually perform. OC tuner, and you can read what that says there about that. And like I said, we have a lock chip in here, so some things will not be the same. DRAM timing control. Just open that up real quick if you wanted to do that yourself. Set your timings. This is a pretty extensive menu for this. Alright, let's kick back out. DigiPlus VRM. Internal CPU power management. This is where you would find your power limits if you wanted to adjust those. Unless you use Intel XDU like I do. assuming the CPU you put in here is compatible with that software. Thermal velocity boost. Now, Tweaker's Paradise is not going to be that great for this CPU, but let's go in there and check it out. That's what you have here. Alright, we're going to head over to Advanced now. Skip that one. CPU configuration we'll go to next. And this is where you could disable hyperthreading if you wanted to. And in here is where you could disable turbo boost. Of course, you could also use, I forgot the name of the software I use on the channel, throttle stop as well, if you want to keep it inside Windows. What's the benefit of using turbo boost or disabling it? Obviously, you can cut quite a bit of power to your CPU. Of course, it's going to affect performance. If you have an inadequate CPU cooler, there's another reason to use it. And let's face it, this i9-12900, unless I'm gaming with it or doing something else, I really don't need all the power. So for me, it might be useful to occasionally turn off turbo boost because it's still a ridiculously powerful CPU. Alright, so let's open this one up. That's what you get for Thunderbolt. Trusted computing. So this is obviously Windows 11 compatible. TPM 2.0 device found. You see that? PCIe subsystem setting. USB configuration. Some of you might care about this. Usually nothing exciting on this one, but pop that open. Onboard devices configuration. Alright, all the things you can monitor: temperature monitor, fan speed, voltage monitor, Q fan, tuning. Let's go over to boot. This is what I have this thing set to. I actually just got this, so we haven't screwed around too much with the BIOS, except to get our RAM overclocked. Setup mode, easy mode. Alright, so obviously if we had more drives in here with Windows on it, we could change that up. Tools. And eventually I will do another video on using Easy Flash in here. All these things I don't mess with because I do not want to erase anything. But you can see here, you could do that really easily. Do you want to leave? Yes, I do. Alright, so there you go, folks. Thanks for checking out the video. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you.